WIFO FM Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio, 105.5 FM. It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by First Southern Bank, Van's Barbecue, Murphy Builder Supply, and O'Quinn & Associates.
Hi, I'm Mandy Yeomans.
And I'm Raymond Brown with First Southern Bank. As your locally owned community bank, we're here to help our community grow. Our customers are why we are here. You can tell we want your business.
We offer all types of deposit products, personal and business. We have fast, efficient service, and yes, we have online banking too. I'm sure we have an account to fit your needs. Stop by or call us at 912-588-1010 and see how First Southern Bank can help you.
We're FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
When it comes to barbecue, Van's Barbecue in Jesup is the place to be. A small family-owned business located at 1876 on the Savannah Highway. Van's Barbecue has lunch and dinner special. Stop by or call to make an order. The number to call, 427-3358. Van's Barbecue's new manager is Sarah Van. Van's Barbecue offers potato salad, coleslaw, baked beans, and don't forget their delicious mac and cheese. Also, check out their shrimp plates, the best in town. Yes, when it comes to barbecue, head to Van's Barbecue, locally owned and operated. Stop by and tell them the Big Dog sent you. Once again, the number to order, 427-3358.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jesup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jesup.
Do you know why most people don't invest outside work or at all? Because they don't know where to start and they don't know who to talk with. If this is you, give me a call. Hi, this is Sean O'Quinn. I can help set up a plan no matter where you are in life to get you on a suitable path to a sound financial future. Give me a call, Sean O'Quinn, at 912-385-1000 or stop by the office at 212 South 1st Street right here in Jesup. That number again is 912-385-1000.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jesup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
The world-famous Butch and Bob Show.
World-famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO, 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning.
How's it going?
It's Friday.
It's Friday. You like Fridays, Bob?
Especially payday Fridays. I like
It's payday Friday, huh?
It's payday Friday. It's all good.
All good. Well, we've got two sets of guests in with us this morning. First of all, introduce our first guest, and let's get started with her, and then we'll move on to our second set.
Okay, we got Board of Tourism Director Heather Altman. Again, last weekend, the Touch Truck got postponed to this Saturday, but a lot of excitement, a lot of kids excited about the event. All kinds of vehicles going to be down in town, so she's got all the details. It is set for tomorrow between 9 and 2. Is that correct?
That is correct. We have rescheduled for tomorrow between 9 and 2. This is a kid family day that we've put together and for our community in downtown Jesup along the Walnut Street, North Macon, and Northeast Broad Street. Basically what we're doing is it's just a family fun day for the kids to get out and actually be kids and look at some of these vehicles that this community has so graciously donated to bring out and set up and let these kids actually be able to go out, sit in, touch, honk a horn, turn on a siren, and enjoy themselves. So we will be hosting that again. It's going to be Walnut Street, North Macon, and Northwest Broad, and that's going to be in front of my train depot, down Walnut, and we're kind of making a J towards Stuckey's on Macon Street there. So we're asking everybody to park, in the downtown area, anywhere towards the Plum Street area, and just walk down to the station and to Walnut Street. This event basically could not happen without the partnerships that we've worked with and put together, the Chamber of Commerce, Kara, oh my gosh, I just went blank. Kara's last name, Lopez. Kara Lopez from the Chamber, Cora Wiachek from DDA, of course, Tourism Board, and Donnie Ray from EMA, these, everybody's come together to make this event possible, and we're so excited about it. We're going to have everything from fire engines to forklifts to trash trucks to dump trucks to cranes to boats and trailers, from DNR to mini excavators to the pool trucks. David Carter's bringing, Burgess Farmers bringing farm trucks. So we're going to have a lot of things going on, along with vendors selling ice cream, snow cones. We got some vendors selling some treasure boxes. We've got some school vendors setting up to help out with some school supplies. We've got funnel cakes and et cetera, et cetera. So it's just going to be a fun day. We've got characters coming down, got balloons, we got construction hard hats to fire engine hats for these kids. And like I said, the Jesup Police Department, Scriven Fire Department, to the county, to everybody that's involved in businesses from Brunswick and everything, bringing these things down to put them in our downtown area for our children of this community. So we're excited about it. We're hoping that everybody will come on out and bring their kids. I know I got a few calls that said, "Oh, Heather, where were y'all at last Saturday?" And so, unfortunately, it was postponed. We got the news out as much as we can. We appreciate you and your broadcast during the football game, because that's where I heard it the most, because I was at the game and was listening to you guys. Social media, we tried our best to get out there. So we apologize for those that did come and it didn't happen, but it is going to happen this Saturday, rain or shine. We're going to do it, and hope that it turns out to be a great event. So we invite everybody to come down.
Tomorrow.
So
it's
great.
A little warm, but of course that's dog days of summer, but it's going to be a good looking day.
And explain the first hour for the sensory. Like I said, there's going to be no sirens the first hour.
Yes,
so
the first hour we're calling quiet time. It's censored hours, so we're going to go, and basically anybody that comes during that time, we're asking the fire departments, the police departments, anyone that has loud, the horns on the 18-wheelers and things, to not blow. Just basically give that opportunity for kids that, don't do too well with loud sounds. So we do that from 9 to 10, and then from 10 to 2 will be as loud as it can
Honk
be.
away.
Honk away, turn them on.
Let them play the sirens, all that good stuff.
They can do it all.
Okay, sounds good. Like I said, I know there are a lot of kids excited about this. And again, this is a free event, no charge at all. Just come on down and have a good time. I said you'll have some food vendors there as well.
That is correct. And we have a few openings for food vendors. We had one or two that had to cancel due to conflict. They already had things scheduled for this weekend. So if you're a vendor and you want to come down and set up and be there for this event, we're welcoming you with open arms. And again, like Bob said, there's no charge. It's free. Everything's free for the community that day. So come down and join us.
Yep. We'll look forward to the big event tomorrow in downtown. Again, name the streets again.
It's going to be Northwest Broad, which is right there in front of the train depot. And then we're going to go down and hang a left right there on Walnut and run up in front of Stereo Concepts, Alex Bar and Grill, to the Macon Street intersection. And then we're going to hang right on Macon Street and go down in front of Stuckey's. So basically, if you want to get to Badcock's, you're going to have to come in by Wayne Drug right there on Walnut Street, and then turn into theirs. If you're coming from downtown and you need to get somewhere on Macon Street, you're going to have to come in from the old Bank of America, which is Tratnell's Jesup Insurance, and come in that way. So there'll be access to that, but we're just blocking off on those corner lots and then just keeping the right side open. So
okay, well, this is the inaugural event. Hopefully a good crowd shows up tomorrow and everybody has a great time, and we'll look forward to it tomorrow in downtown Jesup. Appreciate you calling in and letting us in.
Once again, the name is called
Touch a Truck.
Touch a Truck.
Thank you guys for working me in.
Sounds like a song. I mean, sounds like a country song. Touch a Truck.
But make one. Y'all have a blessed day. Thank you.
All right, take care, Heather. 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO. We'll continue on with the world-famous Butch and Bob show in just a moment. Randy Franks is going to be on the air with us.
The South Georgia Republican Assembly invites you to Altamaha Steak and Seafood in Jesup on Saturday, August 12th at 11 a.m. to hear special guest speaker Garland Favorito, co-founder of Voter GA. The topic, protecting the legal vote of all Georgians. That's Saturday, August 12th at 11 a.m. at Altamaha Steak and Seafood, 362 North 1st Street in Jesup. Please RSVP by text message to Pat at 912-286-7255 by Wednesday, August 9th. Again, that's 912-286-7255. Garland Favorito and Voter GA, protecting the legal vote of all Georgians. For more information on Voter GA, please visit voterga.org. Thank you.
When further treatment is no longer an option, hospice can provide services to manage symptoms and difficulties caused by illness. Emotional, psychosocial, and spiritual care, as well as support to the families and caregivers, are all part of hospice care. Hospice of South Georgia has been a part of the health community in Wayne and surrounding counties since 1998. The professional yet compassionate attention provided by our staff is unsurpassed. Widely supported by donations from the local population, Hospice of South Georgia is the local nonprofit hospice in Wayne County. Our administrative office is located at 1625 Sunset Boulevard, and Hospice of South Georgia accepts anyone who meets hospice criteria, regardless of their ability to pay. Please call 912-588-0080 to speak with someone about hospice care. That was 912-588-0080. We are your hometown hospice, and we are here to serve you. Hospice of South Georgia, working to add life to your days.
WIFO FM Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO, world famous Butch and Bob show here on WIFO. We continue on with the show with a new guest. Bob, who do we have?
We got Randy Franks in again. Went to this SPLOST meeting 2 weeks ago today at the airport, and the county laid out the 3 projects that they're interested in if the SPLOST passes in March, and one of them's a community center, one's the courthouse security, but the third one they mentioned was an equestrian center. So I really didn't know much about it, but they said Randy Franks had all the information. Apparently some grant money that's already been secured for this, but talk about the equestrian center, how this came up, what the discussion is, where if they do build it, where it's going to be at, and what all it's going to bring to Wayne County. Appreciate you coming in to tell us about it, because like I said, that was the first I heard about it when I went to that SPLOST meeting 2 weeks ago.
Right. Well, I want to thank you for inviting me to come in this morning and talk about this. This is a multi-purpose agricultural complex that we should be able to use for a lot of different things, but it has a fairly long history. We started talking about this in like 2002 or 3. We had some money appropriated in 2008 state budget to help us get this started, and Tommy Williams and Mark Williams at the time, well, our senator and state representative. But then the governor pulled all the money. That's when we had that recession hit.
2008, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Big time. Governor
pulled all the money, so that put us back on ground zero, I guess, trying to get something started on this. One of the needs for this was we didn't have a neutral site in Wayne County to have a horse show, like with the 4-H kids, and we would have to have it at someone's farm or whatever if we wanted to do a horse show, or out at Circle W. We used to host a district 4-H horse show, and we would have like 75 horses or so. Pretty big deal, and we didn't have a good neutral site to handle that many horses and kids, and that's how it all got started. But then we tried to secure some property more than one time. The county went out, I don't know when it was, 2005 or 2006, I guess. They tried to buy the old stockyard property out on 169, which would have been a really good site for something like this, but they actually went out there and bid on it, I think, and they came up a little short. Property brought more money than what they had appropriated for that, so kind of just put it all back on the back burner. And then county came up with this property that we're working on now. It's behind the Yellow Freight building off of Sunset Boulevard. If you know where Wayne Service Center is, and the local county extension office and USDA offices at the Ag Center, all that's on the right. Well, if you turn by the Yellow Freight building there to the left, it'll be back there on a hill. It's a good dry hill. It don't look dry from sunset if you're looking at that wooded area, but once you get back there to it, it's a really nice looking field. And I want to thank the county for getting in there, and first for setting aside this property for us to use it for this. And then the county also has they've cleared it up. It had been a cut over wooded site, but it was growing back up in brush, and they got in there and stumped it and did a good job of clearing it up, and they're about to finish with that. So we're almost in a situation where we can start doing something. We get it plowed up, disc up, leveled out. We're gonna get lime and fertilizer on it hopefully next week, and try to get some grass planted before the end of the growing season. So that's sort of where we are. One of the things about the horse numbers, horses, rodeo and horse people will probably use it more than anyone else, but it'll be good for cattle shows, all kinds of shows, livestock shows and sales, cattle sales. And we have a list of things we put together that this facility be used for, but when we think about horse shows, we just think about horses, but there's a lot of different kinds of horse shows. One, you have breed shows, certain breeds of horses and cattle that do their own thing, and then you have all these different facets of rodeo. There's a lot of different activities involved with rodeo, so when you throw them all in there, you could have different groups. For instance, you could have bull riding with a big crowd there for bull riding and be bull riding only. Well, you could have team roping, calf roping, or whatever in different times and different dates. So the list just goes on and on. We talked about car shows, truck shows, tractor shows, and that kind of thing. But one of the things that really interests me is, I know when I was working with the Extension Service in the University of Georgia, we had the engineering department from Athens come down. The ag engineering people came down and did safety demonstrations with cotton pickers and combines, and it was very interesting because they talked about what do you do if somebody gets caught up in a machine and that kind of thing. And this building is perfect to get a cotton picker under there. It's big enough and high enough. You could get all kinds of equipment in there to do some safety stuff and a lot of educational things. So,
the idea what the budget is for complexes. I understand they mentioned that there's SPLOST meeting there was some grant money that's been already secured for this. So, talk about the price of what it takes to build an ag complex.
Well, we were trying to get some money to get started, and get a lot of it. Try to get a lot of it done, and Senator Blake Tillery and State Representative Stephen Meeks, so they got behind this, and they got $350,000 appropriated in 2 years ago in the budget. So we have a deadline coming up next year. We have to get it done within the next 6 months, I think, get it finished. But they got us $350,000, which will do the perimeter fence. It'll do the grassing it down, and get the 3 arenas set up. They'll all be outdoor arenas, this first time around, and we'll get parking established and that kind of thing. Get it all laid out so that we can use it, and should be able to use it next year.
And that's the arenas and the parking and so forth. But then you got the equestrian center itself with the building is what you need the SPLOST monies for.
Yeah,
right?
That's right.
The huge building to have the functions in.
Yeah, the covered building to cover the main arena is going to cost some money. Probably about $1.4 million. We priced all this a couple of years ago. Got some prices, and
better add 50% to it.
Yeah, everything's been going up. So. We're in the process now of getting some new bids on that building just to see where we are, with how much it's going to cost. But I know back in 2003 when we were looking at it, the cost of covering that arena would have been like 1/3 or maybe even 1/4 of what it costs now. I mean, it's crazy how much it's went up in the last 20 years.
Again, just joined us, Randy Frankston Studios with us again, talking about the agriculture complex. This is one of the county projects on the SPLOST referendum. It's going to come up in March. So just wanted to let people know that's one of the projects that's been announced. So people go vote on their SPLOST. It'll be in a referendum. The city and counties still got to get together and debate on who's getting what kind of money and all that. That's the next topic when they meet, is the percentages of the money. But again, this is one of the 3 projects the county has on their wish list. They've got courthouse security, this ag complex, and also community center. Like I said, the city's got other cities that Odom have their wish list, Scriven, everybody's got their wish list. But like I said, the vote comes up in March of this next year. They didn't have time to get on the November ballot, so it'll be on the March ballot. So, but I guess you got a lot of agricultural people, pushing this and supporting this. So
a lot of people interested in this, and we've been talking about it a long time, and it looked like it would never happen. But then the county came up with some property. I don't think the state grant would have paid for the land itself, but they will pay for equipment and development of the facilities. So
a lot of communities have these equestrian centers that are used for, like as you mentioned, there's all different type of horse shows, but then it's also used for other farm animals events and stuff like that. I mean, and then you've got the covered arena that can be used for a lot of other things. You got rodeos that come there, the showing of the horses, the competition. I mean, these equestrian centers that are in other communities bring in a lot of folks with a lot of events all year long, and so it would be a great economic boost here to Wayne County.
That's right. When we did a survey 2 years ago in the surrounding counties, this is just the counties that's next door to Wayne, we had over 1,200 horses that was considered active show horses, and that's a lot. I mean, when you start adding them up, county to county, there's a lot of people showing horses, and it's probably not quite as strong as it was one time because feed prices have been astronomical. I mean, feed prices have been very expensive, so a lot of the student, I know on the student side of it, with 4-H and FFA, it's been expensive to do animal projects, but I thought over 1,200 active horses in horse shows and rodeo is a pretty large number. And of course, this facility will draw from Jacksonville, Savannah, Macon area.
Right.
I mean, it'll
big
draw,
area.
Yeah, it'll draw from a big area. So,
if you've ever lived in a community that had one of these big equestrian centers like that, in addition to the center, you've got the arenas around it also. It is. They're always busy. There's always something going on.
Yeah.
Different type of events other than just equestrian. That's the main thing. There's so many other things that go on also. It brings a lot of folks to a community when you have one of these.
It does. It'll bring a lot of people into the county, and one of the things I think that I like about it is this facility should about pay for itself. If we have like a part-time manager, somebody that manages the calendar and schedules events, all we're talking about now is maybe somebody part-time or maybe even a volunteer to start off with to get it off the ground. But
kind of like the farmer's market. They have a part-time person that takes care of the events and bringing it out and all that.
That's right.
Be the same thing with the equestrian center.
We do the same thing, and I think it'd be almost self-supportive.
Right.
Because you charge, there's entry fees, and then if we ever build a stall barn to stall horses overnight, I mean, you pay to stall the horse like you would rent a motel room.
Right.
So, I mean, it can be a good bit of money coming in once we get it going.
Well, I just appreciate you coming in. Like I said, the first time I heard about it was a couple weeks ago at that meeting, but that's one of the projects on the county's calendar for the SPLOST referendum. So they said you were the man to talk to. You had all the information. So I appreciate you coming in and giving us all the info and telling us where it's going to be located and what all it's going to bring to Wayne County. But like I said, that's one of the projects that the county is looking forward to, bringing an equestrian center into Wayne County. And like I said, it could be used for a lot of different things.
We look forward to talking to you again when you get the preliminary areas done, with the outside arenas and the parking and the grass and so forth like that, and have some of those events, and then hopefully have the equestrian center built there, the covered area, in a couple of years.
That's right. I appreciate y'all inviting me to come, and it's kind of good to be back here again.
Yeah. Randy was a regular here for many, many years.
Yeah, long time
when he was a county extension agent. And now he's one of them tired persons. I'm retired people, so.
Yeah, people ask me how retirement is, and I say, well, some days are better than others, but every day is a good day.
Every day's a good day. right. Take care. Bob, anything else in your mind this morning?
Just want to remind everybody about the two big events at the high school again. So if you're coming to that touchdown club again, they're asking you to park in the teaching parking lot and also where the band practices, because there's going to be a big crowd with the Jason Crabb concert and the touchdown club annual kickoff, both taking place tonight at the high school.
Okay. So, all right. Y'all both have a great weekend. All right, a couple of text messages that are coming here. Let me read them here. It says, please announce that the Jesup Strand Theater will be hosting free movies between 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. tomorrow at the Strand in conjunction with the Touch a Truck event that will be going on in downtown Jesup. So free movies for the kids tomorrow between 10 a to 2 p during the Touch a Truck event that will be going on in downtown Jesup tomorrow. And as Bob mentioned on his local news this morning, the next blood drive here in town will be at the Calvary Baptist Church, sponsored by the Jesup Shrine Club Auxiliary at the Calvary Baptist Church on East Cherry Street. It'll be the following Monday, on Monday, August 21st, from 1 to 6 p.m. You've been listening to the world-famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup, and it's brought to you by First Southern Bank, Vans Barbecue, Murphy Builder Supply, and O'Quinn & Associates.